stage. The higher your stage, the more blood and soul you get. These are the two main currencies to make yourself stronger. There's other stuff, but they're not that important right now. You should read the tutorials, but basically, the stronger you are, the higher stage you get, and the more blood you get, right? I can make separate videos that talks about each topic, but this video is more like a speed run walkthrough. So when the game starts, you'll notice that you have damage, crit damage, attack speed that costs blood. You want to invest in at least one for each because the first level is free, and then you probably want to just focus on damage first. They cannot be more than 100 levels apart. So the max level now is 101 because this is 111, right? So you use up all your blood. Good. Next, soul. This is the second currency. This currency you get by rebirthing. So if you come here, you can what it does is once you hit the max stage, you can make it so that if you lose, you go back to stage 1, and you can make it auto as well, like that. And what that does is that simply says you'll get these points every time you die, right? And again, you can level them all up once because the first one's free. I personally like boosting the blood boost and the soul boost so that you get more. It's like investment, right? If you increase the amount you get every time you die or every time you kill a monster, then of course you can level faster. But soul can be used for damage, super crit and super crit damage, which is just another crit, really. The third one is relic. This one you have to use this guy. You have to use this stage 30. Oops. To find. So don't worry about it right now. Right now, just make sure you have blood and soul. Your goal is to get to level 30 ASAP because that is when you can start using the what's it called, the cave of illusions, which is basically the best way to level up. Because what it does is in the cave of, I have a separate video. I'll link it right here. There's a tutorial. But in the cave of illusions, you are gonna be able to get a lot of 1 hour offline times. So if you come here, you see your idle time, right? Your estimated blood per minute is this much, whatever. But if this, right now it says 22 seconds. Imagine if that was 1 hour, you probably get total blood something like, I don't know, like 1,000 or 100,000, right? So what I'm trying to say is you want to come to stage 30 ASAP to find the 1 hour offline so that you can go and like turbocharge your base stats. So right now you see like I'm only getting like, how much blood am I getting? Probably only 500. You see that? Watch here. 590 blood per kill. It's very slow, so it's very hard to level this up. But once you get to stage 30 and you can do the caves, you can jump like these levels can jump up to like 100 in one go. But there's a way to do it too. All right, we're level 40 now. Perfect, right? So let's go to it. So what this does is you get 4 tries every day. You want to go here, and if you look at the minimap, this thing changes every week. It's the same for everybody. Each of these blocks has something. It could be a trap, could be the 1 hour scene, or it could be what's called a relic. You can go to Discord to ask other people where the things are. So you can see this guy is already telling you, or I'm also telling you that, hey, there is a demon hand, which is a debuff. I'll make a separate video about what each of these are. But Lucky Bones, Amulet of Fear, and Spiral Time are all relics. So we see that there's actually, you can get, so I mean, let's just go for one. I'm gonna go for probably Lucky Bone, I guess, or maybe Amulet of Fear, because if you look here, oh right, go back, right. If you go back to, so if you can exit here, you look at relics. Lucky Bones gives you more rarity, and the rarity is used in dungeons. Oops, that's not dungeon. Sorry, that's the equipment in dungeon. And I'll talk about this later. But for now, let's go for what? Sorry, it was something, I can't remember what it's called actually. Let's see. It's called Amulet of Fear 512. So what that means is we need to go to 5 here and 12, which is here. Okay, so that's where 512 is. So it'll probably take 2 times to get down there. So let's do it. I like to so you just click start mining and you can do 10 commands. So 5, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, that's too many. It's only 4 because you start out at 1. So you can go back 1 and then you want to go 12. And actually maybe it's better to do it this way. Let's actually do it this way. Let's go to the right 10 times. That's how I did it on my main account. So, oh, and this button here makes it speed up. So watch. If I start now, it's very slow. You see how slow this guy is, right? So every time he opens up a new row, okay, this is the 1 hour. Watch. This one gives you 1 hour offline time. This thing is huge. 1 hour, 1 hour of idle reward. You see that? All right, now let's speed it up because this is kind of slow. Okay, well, what do we get? There's nothing here, right? Sometimes they're empty. Sometimes you got, okay, this is another good one. This is really nice. Really good for early game when you need a boost, right? We got one more. Very nice. This is cool. Okay. Nothing here. That's fine. We want to be at 512. So we need to go to, oh, that. So that was nice as well. 512 is essentially, what's it called? It's a matrix, right? So you can see that you're on 1 right here. There should be a number here as well that tells you what it is. So right now I think it says 0. Maybe that's why it doesn't show anything. But you know, this is 1. We want this to go down to 5, and here we want that to go to 12. Okay, so we finished. What do we get? We get a whole lot of stuff, right? Each of these, it says 30 minutes. I think this is just a bug. It should be a minute. So you close the window. All right. So normally I would recommend you actually exit right now because you got so much resources. So if you exit, you want to spend that resource. Why? Because if you go to soul stats, the boost, I think you should max these out. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I believe these actually might work for the offline time as well. And by the way, the higher your stage, the more what's it called? Oops. Sorry, let me just do this first. I like to do this. Okay, same thing here. Let me just do this. Let me just do this real quick. Sorry about that. All right. So do you see how I'm already at damage 7,000 just from one of these? Now, right now you have a choice. You can go and do more. I would actually not recommend it because the 1 hour offline is based on your kills per minute, and the higher your stage, the more you'll get. So it's actually better to wait at this damage, go as high of a stage as you can. I think this will be good enough for maybe stage like 90 or maybe like 100. When you're there at stage 100, then you come back here because now everything that you open, you have 3 or 4 per day. Everything you open will actually give you more points. So like we could wait right now. Let's just wait a bit because it looks like we can go up higher. And this is a good opportunity to talk about the other stuff in the game. So in the shop, this ad it doesn't give you anything. There's no reward. It just supports the dev. So if you want to, go for it. Because the dev spent a lot of time making this. So yeah, you could buy a skin. This thing is you click on your character screen. Watch. And you can use a skin to buy one of these skins. Like, see, it just costs 1 to unlock, which just makes your character look cool. And there's like six different skins, right? And then the other one is no ads. So no ads. What that does is there's only 2 places where you can get ads. One is in the map here. You start out with 4. 4 and 3 are free, and 2 and 1 you need to watch ads. So you need to watch 2 ads to get that, but you can also spend money to remove it. The other one is okay. So we covered this tab, this tab, this tab. This tab is just a pet every 100 levels, like 100, 300, okay, 500, 1000. You get a pet. Yeah. Well, yeah, and they help you do stuff. It's pretty easy to get the first one. All right, so we covered 4 now. Let's do, and honestly, we covered this one as well. That's just the home screen. So now we just need to cover the last one, which is the dungeon. So if you go to the dungeon, oh no, that's equipment. Sorry, we didn't cover this. We didn't cover the dungeon. The dungeon. All right. In different days, you'll get different dungeons. The first one is weapon, then it's gloves. You can see here, then it's helmets, then it's armor, right? And then it's boots. Now on Friday and Saturday, or no, Monday to Friday, you can get all slots a 5% chance. But on Saturday and Sunday, you have a 15% chance. I know it's kind of hard to see to get drops. You can watch an ad for 5 keys. You can only do this 2 times, and then you start out every day. Log in, you get 10 keys. And these keys, I believe they don't die, so you can stash them. I think it's optimal to actually not blow all your keys because as you get stronger over time, you want to be going for more gear. But if you use up all your keys, you might not get the gear you want every day. So usually I would not use all of it, but I would use some of it. For example, today I would because your starter equipment is all so trash, right? You should definitely use at least a bit. You cannot sweep until you clear a challenge. So right now, because I am at about 141 damage here, I believe I can clear. I may be able to clear level 1. I mean level 2. I doubt it. So you can challenge here. They'll take you into a dungeon room, and one thing is there's no X button. I know this is definitely winnable. Tier 2, I'm not sure. Oh, each tier drops tier armor and weapons. So if I beat this guy, then all the weapons, armor, helmets, whatever it is, will be level 2, or not level, tier 2. And each weapon, so there's a tier system and there's a level system. Weapon, armor, and helmets, they can come in higher tier, but they all start at level 1, and you level them up by killing monsters. So it looks like I'm going to fail. That's fine. So we are only able to do tier 1, which is fine. You can probably kill tier 2 after you use up all of your tickets. So if you come back here now, we see that we get some weapon. We're very good. There is no auto equipped. You have to do it yourself. But yeah, I mean, just do it. It's fine. Yeah. Okay, so now with that, I should have much more power, which means this will go much higher. So the idea here, so why am I waiting? I mean, why am I doing this right now? I want to get as high as a stage as possible, and then I'm going to come back here and use up the rest of my tickets, because once I use up these 3 tickets, I will get a whole big boost of blood, and I'll level up my stats. Then I'll come back and do it again with a higher stage level. That's kind of the game loop. And you pretty much do that every day, right? You come in here, you probably spend all of your stats here. You don't do many dungeons. You might do one of these first to get a bunch more stats, and then once you feel your stats is good, you come here, you try to challenge or you try to sweep, and then you get better armor, and then you equip the armor here to like every piece of gear gives you attack basically. There's no HP. I don't think. I haven't figured that out, but I don't think there's an HP system. So for example, right now, Soul Eater level 1, you saw how hard that was. I think we can just sweep maybe like a couple times. I kind of want a body armor. I think I got it. Oh, and I got a good weapon too. Yeah. So we have. I mean, you see, this is trash. This is good. So we want to equip this, and then sword equipped. Obviously, there's tiers to your weapons as well. Yeah, so there. Now with this, I'm pretty strong. So I'm pretty sure my stage will go up pretty high for this, which is awesome. Which is what I need. Oh, my gloves is still pretty trash. Should I go for gloves? Okay, so see, this one gives you all slots, right? Because today is a Thursday, this guy does give you gloves. So we could technically run this just to get a piece gloves. And we will do that because it's easier. Again, I'm only going to be able to do tier 1, I'm pretty sure. Tier, I need an X here to quit. Like right now, I should just quit here. There's almost no way I can win this. Wait, maybe I can. The heck? Wait, I'm winning. I'm actually winning. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I guess actually I can win this and get a tier 2 gloves. That's interesting. Does that mean I can win tier 2 any slot? I doubt it. I could try. Okay, but you get the gist. I can make detailed videos later, but this is like a really beginner's tutorial of how everything works. Thanks for watching. Bye.